In the year 1492, Christopher Columbus, an ambitious explorer from Genoa, embarked on a voyage that would forever alter the course of history. His determination and vision were fueled by the desire to find a new route to the riches of the East. Financed by the Spanish monarchs, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, Columbus set sail across the vast Atlantic Ocean, seeking a westward route to the Indies. Their support was a gamble, but one that promised immense rewards. His first voyage led him to the shores of the Americas, a landmass previously unknown to Europeans. This monumental discovery would change the world forever. This discovery ignited a firestorm of excitement and ambition in the courts of Europe. The promise of new lands and untold wealth spurred many to dream of exploration and conquest. The Spanish crown, eager to capitalize on the riches this new world promised, quickly commissioned a second expedition. They saw an opportunity to expand their empire and influence. On September 25, 1493, Columbus, now an admiral, set sail from Cadiz, Spain, at the helm of a much larger fleet than his first. This new voyage was a grander endeavor, reflecting the high stakes involved. This time he commanded 17 ships and over 1,200 men, a testament to the scale of Spain's ambitions for colonization and expansion. The fleet was a formidable force, ready to establish a foothold in the New World. The fleet was laden with supplies, tools, livestock and seeds, intended to establish a permanent Spanish presence in the newly discovered lands. Every detail was meticulously planned to ensure the success of the mission. Among the passengers were soldiers, priests, farmers and artisans, all eager to carve out their destinies in this unknown territory. Each person had a role to play in the grand vision of a new Spanish colony. The journey across the Atlantic was long and arduous, fraught with the perils of the open sea. The men faced countless challenges, from unpredictable weather to the vast, uncharted waters. Storms threatened to dash the ships against the waves, and the vastness of the ocean tested the resolve of even the most seasoned sailor. The crew's endurance and determination were pushed to their limits. Weeks turned into months as the fleet pressed westward, guided by the stars and driven by the relentless ambition of discovery. The night sky became their map, and their dreams of new lands kept them moving forward. The men yearned for land, their thoughts filled with dreams of gold, spices, and untold riches that awaited them in the new world. Each day brought them closer to the promise of a new beginning and the hope of unimaginable wealth. After weeks at sea, the lookout's cry of "Land ahoy!" reverberated through the ships, electrifying the crew and filling them with a renewed sense of hope and excitement. On November 19, 1493, Columbus's fleet, having navigated through the chain of islands now known as the Lesser Antilles, dropped anchor off the coast of a verdant island, eager to explore this new land. This island, blessed with fertile land, sparkling rivers, and a dramatic coastline, would later be known as Puerto Rico, a name that would echo through history. As the ships drew closer, the Spaniards marveled at the lush vegetation that carpeted the island, a stark contrast to the endless blue of the ocean they had traversed, and they felt a sense of awe and anticipation. Towering palm trees swayed gently in the breeze, their fronds whispering tales of a land untouched by the ambitions of empires, a paradise waiting to be discovered. Columbus, upon setting foot on the island, claimed it for Spain, naming it San Juan Bautista in honor of St. John the Baptist, marking the beginning of a new chapter in the island's history. The Spaniards were met by the native inhabitants of the island, the Taíno people, a peaceful and welcoming people who had called this island home for generations, living in harmony with nature. The Taíno, skilled farmers, fishermen and artisans, lived in harmony with the natural world around them, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the land and sea. Their villages, nestled amongst the trees and bordering the coast, were testament to their deep connection to the land and the sea, a way of life that had sustained them for centuries. The encounter between these two vastly different cultures, separated by an ocean and a gulf of cultural understanding, was a moment of profound historical significance, a meeting that would change the course of history. The Taíno, intrigued by these newcomers and their strange attire, offered the Spaniards gifts of food, water, and handicrafts, a gesture of goodwill and curiosity. Columbus, in turn, presented the Taíno with trinkets and baubles, symbols of European craftsmanship, hoping to establish friendly relations and secure their cooperation. Little did the Taíno know that this seemingly innocuous encounter would mark the beginning of a new era, one that would irrevocably alter the destiny of their people and their island home, setting the stage for a dramatic transformation. The island, initially christened San Juan Bautista by Columbus, would soon come to be known by a different name, Puerto Rico, meaning rich port in Spanish. This name, bestowed upon the island by the Spanish colonizers, reflected its strategic location in the heart of the Caribbean and its abundance of natural resources. The island's fertile soils yielded a bounty of crops, including maize, cassava, and tobacco. These crops were not only essential for the sustenance of the local population, but also became valuable commodities for trade. Its rivers teemed with fish, and its forests provided timber for construction and fuel. The natural wealth of the island was evident in every corner. The Spaniards, recognizing the island's potential wealth, wasted no time in establishing their presence and exploiting its resources for the benefit of the Spanish crown. The colonization of Puerto Rico was not without its challenges. The Spanish faced resistance from the indigenous Taíno people, who fiercely defended their homeland and way of life. The Spaniards, armed with superior weaponry and driven by a thirst for gold and land, gradually subdued the Taíno, decimating their population through warfare, disease, and enslavement. The once thriving Taíno villages were depopulated, their fields and fishing grounds claimed by Spanish settlers. The island's indigenous culture, its language, traditions, and beliefs were suppressed under the weight of Spanish dominance. The rich heritage of the Taíno people was overshadowed by the new colonial order. Despite the challenges, the Spanish colony of Puerto Rico grew steadily. The island's strategic location made it a vital link in the chain of Spanish possessions in the New World, serving as a stopover point for ships laden with gold, silver, and other treasures bound for Spain. The fortifications of San Juan, the island's capital city, were strengthened, transforming it into an impregnable fortress that guarded the entrance to the Caribbean and protected Spanish interests from rival European powers. Puerto Rico, once a peaceful island inhabited by the Taíno, had become a strategically important cog in the machinery of the Spanish Empire. The transformation was profound, marking a new era in the island's history. As we journey into the 16th century, we witness the rise of Spanish dominance, a period marked by extraordinary exploration and conquest. The Spanish Empire, fueled by the ambitions of its monarchs and the fervor of its explorers, expanded its reach across vast territories. From the Americas to Asia, Spanish influence grew, shaping the course of history. This era, rich with tales of adventure and discovery, set the stage for a new global order, forever altering the cultural and political landscape of the world. The legacy of colonization in Puerto Rico is, well, multifaceted and deeply ingrained in the island's culture and society. From the Spanish conquest in the 16th century to the transfer of power to the United States in 1898, each era has left an indelible mark. The influences are evident in the language, the architecture, and even the legal system, but it's not just about the past. The repercussions of colonization are still felt today, affecting the island's political status and economic conditions. As Puerto Rico transitioned from Spanish to American rule, the island experienced significant changes. The introduction of new industries, the modernization of infrastructure, and the shift in political dynamics all played a role in transforming Puerto Rican society. The island became a strategic military outpost, and, this had both positive and negative impacts on the local population. The cultural landscape, too, was altered, blending American influences with traditional Puerto Rican customs. Despite centuries of external control, Puerto Rico has managed to preserve a unique cultural identity. The island's rich heritage is celebrated through its music, dance, cuisine, and festivals. Puerto Ricans have, a deep sense of pride in their history and traditions. This enduring legacy is a testament to the resilience and spirit of the Puerto Rican people, who have continuously adapted and thrived amidst changing circumstances. Today, Puerto Rico stands at a crossroads. The island faces numerous challenges, including economic struggles, political debates over its status, and the aftermath of natural disasters. Yet there is also a sense of hope and determination among its people. Efforts to revitalize the economy, preserve the environment, and promote cultural heritage are, well, ongoing. Puerto Rico's story is one of resilience, adaptation, and an unwavering commitment to a brighter future.